At first, the cave did not appear to contain anything special, aside from being particularly beautiful. But then, deep inside, they found this. It would turn out that this cave was pristine. It had been perfectly sealed for tens of thousands of years. It contained by far the oldest cave paintings, dating back some 32,000 years. In fact, they are the oldest paintings ever discovered, more than twice as old as any other.
My attitude is I'm just marveling at it. There's nothing but awe and very, very limited explanation. And that's about it. And that's my attitude as a filmmaker. I cannot step beyond that. And as archaeologists, I do not know. Yes, of course, with your arsenal of instruments, you can of course go much deeper into practical things or dating or understanding layers, stratifications and age and whatever. Fine, yes, but it ultimately it is not going to give you much more consolation either.
Since our film crew has been limited to a maximum of 4, we must all perform technical tasks. In addition, our time in the cave has been severely restricted. And I will take one light as well. So it's 3:05.
There's something deeply human about it, and something deeply human about our experience to be confronted with something that was left behind by human beings 32,000 years ago. And I think the pilgrimage that leads you to the sanctum has a value in itself. Otherwise, the value of the painting in the cave is not higher or lower, whether it's on digital, on your computer screen in good resolution, or it is in a book, or it is by seeing it with your eyes. You see a galloping bison. The animal has 8 legs. So you have the feeling there may be some attempt at depicting movement, almost like phases, single phases in an animated film. Of course, it is our perspective, our way to see it. It is a cautious commentary. It looks as if that was something like proto-cinema.
The walls themselves are not flat, but have their own 3-dimensional dynamic, their own movement, which was utilized by the artists. In the upper left corner, another multi-legged animal. And the rhino to the right seems also to have the illusion of movement.
What we are seeing there is the awakening of the modern human culture, or modern human soul, if you want to say it that way. And modern human soul means, in comparison to, for example, Neanderthal man. Neanderthal man at that time still existed parallel. They were testing the boundaries with modern human beings, Homo sapiens sapiens. Maybe they even hunted each other, we don't know. But Neanderthals did not have any symbolic figuration of things, paintings or sculptures. We do not have any evidence of music or music instruments, which we have at that time, obviously not at Chauvet Cave, but not very far away in the Swabian Jura, where they found flutes ivory flutes carved out of the tusk of a mammoth. Really high-tech procedure done only with stone tools. It's stunning. Or any religious sort of first ideas of religious or spiritual world, burials. Neanderthals would not bury their dead. So we have a whole array of evidence that there was something that we as modern human beings still are carrying in us, the awakening of the modern human soul.
Move it a little bit.
Most of all, I'm a storyteller, and of course, whatever posterity is going to do, I'm fairly confident that, for example, the art and the urge and the joy of storytelling is gonna stay alive generation after generation after generation. So I'm fairly confident, and even though you have television now, which fragments stories by interspersing the flow of a story with commercials. Commercial break here, 9 minutes, next commercial break, which is actually a real sin. This great art, this great joy of storytelling, which we have developed in literally tens of thousands of years, should not be fractured, and we should not lose it. And of course I do care, but I'm confident that storytelling itself, the joy of storytelling, the human interaction in storytelling, is something that will outlive me in the next 500 generations as well. I just have this great joy in me of being around, finding images, articulating images that are adequate to our civilization, that are sometimes hopefully illuminating an audience beyond what factual things can give you. So I'm just plowing on.